just happy I'm alive for this episode of the Westwood Living Podcast. We're at Orangetheory in Islington, and I'm still recovering from a workout with my guest, Christen Cadigan, who ran the class. And why is it that we're recording this on Friday the 13th? And good Lord, that was tough.
That was a challenging one. Today was a tough one. But you did great.
No, I didn't.
We got through it.
I felt inept. First of all,
so
it's
good.
been 2 months. Right, let's just get into an issue related to, health and fitness, because there's people listening to this who have issues related to health and fitness. So I'm 50, right? I'm experiencing things that I've never really experienced before. Today it had been a long time since I had gone through a workout, so I was a little lightheaded. I was like, oh my God, my lungs are burning. So as people age, it's your job to kind of keep them motivated, give them some pointers. What do you tell someone like me as we deal with things like this?
It's consistency, right? Like, it's all about being able to establish those healthy habits and keep coming in. You're not going to be working out the same way you did when you're 20 that you are now, and that's okay. You're still going to get great benefits from health, but it's knowing where you're at and taking your time with it, and that's what we're about here at Orangetheory.
What I noticed today is that I had a horribly low number of splats. I'm typically much better than that, but my calorie count was very high. So I'm not a scientist, but I was just trying to figure all that out. And listen, just get through 55 minutes. And you're like, oh, you picked a tough day. Oh, this was a tough one.
More challenging. Today was definitely more challenging.
Great.
It's not even, as long as you got through it and you felt
Great.
good about it, you feel good now. That's what counts.
Well, I'm glad I get a chance to talk to you. Previously, right after the studio here on Washington Street opened up, I had a chance to talk with Tara Berry, who's the owner, and did a great business profile as things were kicking off. She's also got a place down in Medway. You've got a deep and long history with Orangetheory. Take us through your background. Trainer, amazing tennis player. You've run marathons, the whole deal. I mean, we've known each other for 3 or 4 years. I know the whole Cadigan clan, but it was so cool to me when you ended up here, because I'm like, wow, what a great connection.
Yeah, no, it's been a trip. Started to coaching tennis when I got out of college, fell in love with that. Switched over to the fitness realm because I kind of burnt out of that. Found Orangetheory in 2016, became a member, and fell in love with it. So 2020, late 2019, became a coach down in Kingston, Massachusetts. Worked in Kingston, Hanover, moved down to Florida, became a head coach down in the Orlando area, and then missed my family so much. Now I'm back here in Westwood. So
it's worth talking about your family a little bit, right? It
They're
really
amazing.
is, because you got Big Jack, the cardiologist, who checked out my ticker a couple of years ago, which I greatly appreciate. He gave me a clean bill of health and said I didn't have to take antibiotics anymore before I see the dentist. So that was a great,
good thing.
that was a good evolution there that came from Dr. Jack Cadigan. But then Debbie, your mom, is awesome. Erica and her husband just had a kid. What's it like to have a little baby in the family?
I love being an auntie. It's the best thing. I don't have to keep it. I just love him when he's with me. It's great. There's nothing better.
Got a chance to know Andrew pretty well as she was with the Patriots, and then doing great stuff, obviously, with her modeling career, and
Oh, yeah, she's a rock star.
with Boston Man, working with Matt Roboto, which is a lot of fun. I get a chance to write some articles for them. So just being part of the circle. And then, of course, not to be forgotten is young Jack, who's kicking some butt down in New Orleans, right?
Yep.
What's
He's
going
in
on
med
with
school.
him?
He's in med school at Tulane. So, yeah, we miss him terribly.
Just a couple of years.
Yeah.
And you get a chance to visit New Orleans. I mean, what's better than that?
There might be a lot of better things than visiting. I mean, but I like the positive spin on it.
This is where we needed a bit of video. Right after I asked that question, the look in Kristen's eyes was like, how do I answer this one? How do I answer this one?
I mean, it's great to see him down there.
Right, and then it's great to get on the plane. Come on home, if you know what I'm saying. Well, tell people what they need to know about Orangetheory.
Oh, so it's a universal workout. Everyone can do it. We have people in their 70s, late 70s, to people that are coming right out of college, to high schoolers that come in and work out. So it's your pace, your race. You take it as aggressive as you can. And really what it is, though, is it's a group fitness class. It's a personal training session in a group fitness atmosphere. All of our coaches are extremely knowledgeable. They know everyone by name. They know everyone's profile, what they're doing, if they're dealing with injury, not just if they're dealing with injury, if they're dealing with stuff outside the studio. We know what it's about, so we know what they're here to do. We're here to take care of them, and we're help to get them toward their fitness goals. So we got a cool job here. It's a cool place.
Customer service so key, though, because it's been 2 months for me, and people even remembered my name. Like, hey, Tom, good to see you. I don't know whether that's because they kind of checked out the computer and saw that I was coming in, but generally speaking, you know the people and you're calling the people out by name. Not only when you're looking at their screen and how many splat points they got and all the rest of that, how many calories they've burned, but when they walk in the front door. And to me, that makes all the difference.
It's huge. And it's not just even that. I mean, knowing people, it's about the accountability. So what's going to happen after that, we finish recording this, is I have a list of people that haven't been in 2 weeks that I'm going to be calling up to say, hey, where have you been? What's been going on? Are we doing okay? What's happening? It's all the accountability, and our coaches are on top of it. The front desk is on top of it. I mean, honestly, we have a great situation. It comes from management down. We have a great owner. Tara's awesome. And we have a great community. We've really built it up in the past year.
Well, it's been building up around you as well. I mean, every single week that passes, it's like you get a new neighbor. What's that been like to see new faces?
That's awesome, too. And we got the foot traffic, too. But I really like that all these restaurants are opening up. I mean, it's definitely been a benefit from working here to be able to go see those things and taste those things.
Yeah, the Muffin House, I just had a little egg sandwich after our workout. I badly needed it. You know what I was experiencing today was just some lightheadedness, and you had me doing burpees. Like, this up and down nonsense has got to stop. So I literally stopped, and I just did some sit-ups.
But you got through it, and we feel great now.
Yeah, what's the saying that says, you know, you only feel bad about the workout that you don't do?
That's right. You'd feel much worse if you didn't come in here and do it. Plus, you didn't die. So you're here and standing, and you're good to go. So you got better.
What are some other good sayings I could run through my head in the next 24 hours as the muscle soreness starts to hit?
Oh, pain is weakness leaving the body. I mean, I have a list of them, but just not on top of me. That you're just bringing it on me. Usually I think of it during class while people are running, and I'm watching them slowly.
One of my issues is that you talk, and no, you talk so quickly and so energetically, it's almost mentally difficult to keep up with everything that you're saying because there's so much going on all at once. You go from the treadmill to the rower, then over here to the weight floor, and you're looking at the monitor saying, what am I supposed to be doing? And then you're looking at the splats. You're like, I only have 6.
I know. It's not the numbers, though. And the good thing is it does go by fast, and you can shut your brain off and kind of just listen to what I tell you to do to the best of your ability.
One of the things I always get a kick out of is how instrumental are you in the selection of the music?
I create my own music.
So take us behind the thought process.
It depends the day. So if it's like a fast-paced day like today was, we're going for really high-energy music. If it's more of an endurance day where we're seeing longer blocks in the tread, we're going to have some more like not calmer music, but maybe more like rock, alternative rock. And then you got a strength day where we're really going for it. We're going for like that rap, like 80s rock, like let's go. So it depends on the template and what you're doing in the studio for sure.
And it's abundantly clear to me that it's a community. It's people who maybe met here who are doing things beyond here. Tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, I think it's more, there's a lot of people too that know each other from other things. So I know I have like a lot of people on parent boards and schools that all come in here and this is their hour to just hang out, get their workout in and leave. We have been building up, like we have a run club. We're doing a lot of events outside the studio, so people are meeting up there. We've had a lot of people move into the area, and this is their source of meeting new people, which has been really, really cool.
And you don't apologize about the fact that you like to have a beer now and again.
I need it. No. Hey, we all have our things. You got to treat yourself every now and then.
Listen, how many marathons have you done?
Last weekend was number 10.
Yeah, and this is a person who says she doesn't like running marathons. She literally looked somebody in the eye this afternoon and said, like, yeah, I don't like running marathons. Like, why do you run 10, though?
St. Jude, because I raised all the money for St. Jude. So that's the only reason. Otherwise, I would never do it.
Can people still see the video of you jumping into the water? Is
yeah,
that
that's
still
on
accessible?
My social media.
So what's the Instagram account that people should be going to for that?
I'm at Christen, Christen, M as in Mary, CAD. Yeah, you could see I did a polar plunge. It was for St. Jude. I raised $1,000, so that worked. But it was also, if you know me, I hate the cold, and it was the worst experience of my life.
It's not too. I did that once. I did it for ALS for the Pete Frates Foundation, and you know, you hop in there, and I don't know about you, but it's your feet, because you know
horrible.
It's so cold, and you feel as though you're walking on glass when you get back onto the beach. You're like, okay, that's a one and done for me.
Well, so where we are is in Kingston, and the tide was out, so it was walking on like shells and stuff going out there. So that on tide.
You
it was walking on glass.
Earned that $1,000.
Do that.
What do you want to tell people about they should know? Anybody who might be thinking about where should I go for my fitness, or why should I go to Orangetheory? I mean, what's your pitch? What do you want to tell them?
I mean, one, obviously Orangetheory is going to be my bias. I think that this is the best place to work out for a functional, full body, long lasting workout. But it's the consistency. You got to find something that you're doing. And honestly, it's the people too that are like, you know, I haven't worked out in years. That's okay. Like, you can start anywhere. It's not like you can't. And it's the first anxiety of coming in being like, I don't know, I don't want people looking at me. This is such an individual style workout where everyone's so concerned about themselves. They don't even see you. You could walk the whole time. You could take this completely half pace and no one would know except for you. Getting over that anxiety,
like I did today.
Jumping into it. Hey, you did awesome. Okay, don't put yourself down.
A little bit of walking.
It was needed. But it's knowing your body. But I think anything that you're doing that's just getting up and moving in this world is so important. And we're seeing it more and more. A sedentary lifestyle is just not working for us right now.
Good luck. It's great that you're here. When I found out that you were coming to this location, I'm like, wow, what a perfect marriage. So it was refreshing to see your energy in person because I hadn't in a long time. So you're back in town, which is great. And I appreciate your time doing this.
Oh, thank you so much. I love it.
And good luck to you and the whole staff here at Orangetheory. And everybody from Orangetheory who's listening to this, thank you very much for your support of Westwood Living. And everybody who's listening to the podcast, don't forget, you can go to westwood-living.com. You can read the business profile about Orangetheory and so many more of our sponsors. And please, follow this podcast and share it with your friends. It's going to continue to grow, and the more people who listen, the better the whole business network gets. So that is Christen Cadigan. This is Orangetheory Fitness, and you've been listening to the Westwood Living Podcast.